y'all, God bless you. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you two of my family's favorite desserts. They are chocolate, so you know they're going to be a hit. I'm showing you how I make my chocolate zucchini muffins. I know they have a vegetable in them, but y'all, trust me, they are so good. And I'm also going to show y'all how to make my chocolate donuts. These are always a hit in my family. I really hope that you enjoy these recipes. Before we get into them, please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you want to see how I make these two absolutely delicious chocolatey desserts, then please just keep on watching. We're going to start out with half a cup of granulated sugar, a quarter cup of light brown sugar, then add in 2 large eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla. Next, add in half a cup of neutral oil. I'm using vegetable oil, and half a cup of milk. Then you're going to want to whisk everything until it's all combined, just like that. Next, add in 1½ cups of all-purpose flour. Then add in half a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. We're going to add in a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to take a spatula and give this a light mix. You want to remember the key to making moist muffins is to not overmix. So we're going to mix a little bit and then add in our zucchini and finish mixing. I have 2 zucchinis about this size that I'm going to rinse well and grate. Alright, so once I have my zucchini grated up, I am going to put it, you can use a kitchen towel, paper towel, but you want to put it on top of some sort of towel, either or will do. And you just want to press, you see, to get the liquid out. You want to get all the liquid out and then pour the zucchini into your mixture, as well as half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then just fold everything together. And there you have it. Then I'm going to take my muffin pan and line it with some liners. And I'm going to spray a little of this non-stick baking spray. The easiest way to scoop the batter into the muffin tin is using an ice cream scoop. Here I have a 3 tablespoon scoop. This usually works well for me. Grab your batter about that full. I was able to get 18 muffins out of the batter. Now they're going to go into a 350-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean when you put it in the center of a muffin. My muffins went for about 20 minutes, and so I just put the toothpick in the center, pull it out, and as you can see, it is clean. You might see some chocolate because there are chocolate chips, but as long as you don't see any wet batter, you are good to go. Now I'm just going to let these cool off completely before enjoying. Alright, muffins are all done. Now it's time to taste. Alright, so I'm going to give the chocolate zucchini muffin a try to get out of the wrapping. Looks like I want to open the middle so y'all could see. Look at how good that looks, y'all. You'll definitely need some chocolate milk with these. Cheers. I don't even taste the zucchini as like a vegetable, you know, like when you cook it as like a side dish. It just adds such moisture to the muffin. 2 thumbs up for sure. I'm going to start with a cup of flour, half a cup of granulated sugar, a quarter cup of cocoa powder. This is unsweetened cocoa powder. I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of baking soda and a quarter teaspoon of salt. I'm going to give everything a good mix so everything is well combined. And then I'm going to put this bowl to a side. This cup is for my wet ingredients. I'm going to start with a 1/4 cup of neutral oil. I am using vegetable. Next, a 1/4 cup of milk. Then you want to add in 1 egg, as well as 1 teaspoon of vanilla, as well as 6 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. So I'm going to add in 2 of these because this is a 3 tablespoon scoop. Here's 1 scoop and 2 scoops. Then you want to give this a good mix. And if you don't have the Greek yogurt, sour cream will work just fine. Then you want to add your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients, as well as a 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Give everything a good mix. You want to be sure not to overmix because that is what is going to result in dense donuts. So you just stir everything until it is just combined. Just like that. Now we're ready to put these into our donut molds. Here I have my donut mold. I am going to spray with some of this nonstick baking spray. And then I just take a good old spoon, grab some of the batter, and just place it in. Depending how much you fill the mold will determine how many donuts you get, and it'll also determine the size of the donuts. They'll either be, you know, pretty thick or pretty thin. So I'm just going to take the rest of my batter and fill up as many molds as I can with how much batter I have. Now these are going to bake in a 375-degree oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. I usually check them at the 8-minute mark. You want to be sure not to overbake them. Cooking times do vary. However, I find that mine usually bake for around 8 to 9 minutes. I check them at the 8-minute mark though because it is super important that you do not overbake them. You'll know they're done when you touch them and they kind of like spring back at you. So I took my donuts out right at the 8-minute mark, and I want to show you that the toothpick trick does work for them too. As you can see, it came out clean. So you see how they like kind of bounce back when I touch it, kind of like springs back. That's what you want. It's easy to think that they're not done when you see them looking like this, but believe me, they are done, and this is what will lead to a moist donut. If you overbake them, your donut is going to be dry and tough and dense, and that's what we don't want. Right now I'm going to let them cool for about 15-20 minutes before I take them out of the mold and then allow them to finish cooling. So typically I'll glaze the donuts, which is just a mixture of milk, powdered sugar, and a little bit of vanilla, and then you'll have like a chocolate glazed donut. But sometimes we just like to take a can of frosting. I just have this can of vanilla frosting that I did melt in the microwave for a little bit to give it a bit of a smoother texture. And then I just take my donut and dunk it in the frosting. Here I have some festive sprinkles. And then I just dunk in the sprinkles. And there you have it. So I'm just going to continue to do this to the rest of the donuts. So the batter did make 8 donuts, and I just got done frosting them and decorating them. And now it's time to taste. Oh my gosh, they look so good. We're going to try the chocolate donut now. Look how good that looks. Isn't it so festive? I'm going to break the middle. You'll see it's the perfect bite, especially because there's chocolate chips in the donut. Oh my goodness. So good. Dunkin' who? Oh my gosh, these are so good. 2 thumbs up for sure. I'm definitely gonna need a cold glass of milk now. Alright y'all, that wraps up this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you give these recipes a try, you'll have to let me know. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. God bless y'all today and always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!